What's up? Back again. The second video for the day. My review for Loki season 2. I didn't review season 1. Um, season 1 came out the year before I started uploading YouTube videos. But pretty much, this is the version of Loki from Avengers that we saw in Avengers Endgame. And he goes through the whole thing with the TVA in season 1 and discovering a female variant of himself named Sylvie, who he falls in love with. And they go to the end of time, and they are greeted by a variant of Kang the Conqueror called He Who Remains. And pretty much he oversees the entire timelines and multiverse. And pretty much Sylvie kills him at the end of season 1, and Loki ends up back at the TVA. But going into this season, we quickly find out that Loki now has the ability to time slip, pretty much like he's slipping through time, different points, throughout the events of season 1. And pretty much as to what we later see in the end of the season. But yeah, man, overall, this is hands down. Like, originally, WandaVision was my number one favorite MCU TV show. But after watching Loki season 2, I had to bump WandaVision down to the number 2 spot, and I put Loki in the number 1 spot. But overall, they have to recruit the timeline. Everything is disintegrating, turning into like little strings of spaghetti, pretty much. And that's because the time loom, which is pretty much where all of the timelines flow through, is unstable and unable to contain all of these additional branches in the multiverse timelines. So Loki and Mobius and the other TVA members go to the 1800s to recruit another variant of Kang the Conqueror / He Who Remains, named called Victor Timely, played once again by my man Jonathan Majors. So they recruit him as they feel like, well, since he invented the prototype of the loom, they feel like bringing him back to the TVA and explaining to him the current situation, that he will be able to fix it. So every time when they try to contain the loom, everybody dies over and over except for Loki due to his time slipping. And then he goes back to the events of the season 1 finale and interacts with He Who Remains, and talking to him like, well, if you kill Sylvie, it might change it. It might stop the extra branches and all that. But Loki, where he is now, at this point in the show, he's not going to sacrifice Sylvie. So he comes up with a third option, which is pretty much to just destroy the time loom and find a way to contain all of the branch timelines, so everything can go back to being normal. So Loki got a major not only did he get a lot of character development throughout both seasons, he also got new power up, which is um, similar to in the comics, where he becomes like the master, the god of I think the god of timelines. I can't remember what it's called, what they called it in the show, but he pretty much like instead of like in place of like he pretty much takes the place of he who remains pretty in a sense pretty much, and he brings all of the timelines together, and he's pretty much like the pillar that's keeping everything together. But and he does that in exchange of sacrificing his will to be happy, and live a happy life with Sylvie, and and be with his friends at the TVA, you know, um, which once again, man, this is a perfect way to end the show. I know everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well, are we going to get a season 3?" Honestly, it doesn't need a season 3. Like, like especially where everybody ends up at the end of season 2. So it would kind of defeat the purpose of doing a third season. And honestly, I don't really want a third season. I always felt like this, just should have just only be 2 seasons. Like I said, is this the end? Is this the last time we're going to see Loki in the MCU? No. He'll probably appear like in future projects down the line, but I mean they kind of put him in a certain spot where he could, if Tom Hiddleston decides to come back in the near future, they can find new ways to integrate him into future projects. So I don't think this is the last we'll see of Loki, but it does end off. This was pretty much like it pretty much felt like a series finale. It didn't really feel like a season finale. It felt like a series finale because everything, across both seasons, everything came full circle. But yeah, man, I take my hat off. This is definitely my favorite MCU TV show. If I had to rank them, I would say Loki would be number 1, WandaVision, Hawkeye, um, Falcon and Winter Soldier, What If would be number 5, um, Miss Marvel would be number 6, She-Hulk would be number 7, Moon Knight would be number 8, and Secret Invasion would be dead last because I hated Secret Invasion. But if I had to rank them, all 9 of the MCU TV shows, that would be my ranking from start to finish. But overall, man, I give this season a 10 out of 10. Like I said, I enjoyed all 6 episodes. There was not one episode I didn't like. Perfect. I am gonna go back and binge both seasons, like all 12 episodes. Just to pick up on certain stuff that I may have missed, that I may have overlooked or didn't notice. But yeah, man, I give this a 10 out of 10, bro. This is, for all the motherfuckers, oh, Marvel is done, oh, Marvel is trash, oh, Marvel, they're done. They haven't been the same since Endgame, blah, blah, blah. Fuck out of here with that. This shit was great. Yeah. But overall, good job. I don't need to see. We don't need a third season of this. For the ones that still crying about a season 3, hey, no, we don't need a third season because it capped off everything. Brought everything full circle. So there's no point for a third season. But until then, tomorrow I have my Rick Ross and Meek Mill album review will be going up first thing tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, peace, one love.